Battle Axes to be the older version of Battle Axes, the one before this season. So it's interesting to see them come back, but looking like Deviants are trying to pull a flag for themselves. Jonas will be picking it up, but nice OD from Ship, and CJ is going to be getting that return. Both teams have already gone for each other's flags, so that's a good start within this first minute and 20 seconds of this first round. And I believe, obviously, we're seeing the first map on Iran, but I have to check what the other maps will be played on in just now.
I've already checked, actually. They're going to play...
Sandbox and Molo.
Yeah, that's right. OD box dropping again. Looks like Troublemaker and Rix have a good chance of taking it. Rix is just before him. Ship pulled the flag but was frozen. The Hunter of Battle Axe is gonna take over the flag. Hopefully he gets some support from his teammates because he is low. Just because uses his Ares overdrive, takes him out, and Orchestra uses overdrive and returned the flag.
A really nice OD from him. I would have expected a CJ to use his OD maybe onto the Ares overdrive or either those two players behind him, although I guess he didn't. Orchestra had the benefit of the doubt with his overdrive and pulling the flag right now. It's only 1 HP that Ricochet just catches him last minute there. And will Krishna or Sokni Cavagna be able to return, or will Orchestra respawn and be able to capture this flag? He still has a repair, and this is going to be the first capture for Deviants.
Yeah, it was really surprising that Orchestra pulled that flag so far as he did, because he was only on 1 HP. So that was really nice of him. But yeah, they got their first capture. That's really good for Deviants, because the first match they played, because they played already in the Legend stage, Battle Axes won with 2-0. So you would expect Battle Axes to do better here, even though we've seen Team P and Diamonds play before, and Team P won in the Legend stage, and Diamonds after that won in the Champion stage. So it doesn't always mean that much.
No, it's true. It doesn't really. I mean, I feel like sometimes teams have bad games or they purposely, obviously, lose games. Well, maybe not so much in the Legend stage, but to get easy opponents, right? For their next matches. But whoever knows the case. But we're back here and we're seeing both these teams perform up against each other once again, and already it looks like Deviants is starting to steal the show. There's still 6 minutes though, and Sokni Cavagna, known for his Ares plays here, does have an Ares overdrive, and also Ship coming onto the right side, so we might see an attempt of pulling a flag here. Both players he is going to be using into their base, so earlier not to provide help for Ship, but it's going to be taking out Jonas there, who did have a Crusader OD. Ship will be pulling this flag. He can use his OD, and he will be using on Orchestra. He's only 1 HP there. Sokni Cavagna doing a lovely job with blocking Rex out the way, and there's only Jonas really on the opposite side there to return this flag, but I don't think anyone will be able to, and that's going to be the second capture in this match, and it's 1-1 currently for both these teams.
Tropical is also pulling now, but he got taken out by Troublemaker. Troublemaker used his overdrive with that pull. You didn't mention that, but he used it somewhere in their base, I believe. So that definitely helped them. And Ship used his overdrive as well. He was only 1 HP after he used that, but he still managed to solo cap that with only a little assistance of that Ares OD from Sokni Cavagna. Also,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
OD box is dropping again. Rix has a really good chance of taking it, uses his repair, and Troublemaker doesn't reach the OD in time.
And look at this, Orchestra once again pulling yet another flag. Is going to be pulling it to their left side here. Troublemaker's only 1 HP. Sokni Cavagna isn't able to really do much damage, but there's Ship there. Rex is going to be using just to make sure they're able to capture this. And what I do like about Deviants, like said, they did use that OD on one player before. Sokni Cavagna used his OD on Jonas before, or Jonas. And we also saw Ship use his overdrive just on one player. So they're individually pointing out these players and the key players which could possibly deal damage to them or get the return. And that's what I feel like making them get these captures, essentially, for Deviants.
Yeah, the teamwork has been really good. But from Battle Axes as well, Ship pulling also again. on 1 HP, but he gets taken out this time, but the freeze can easily take over the flag. Also has a repair in the tunnel, which he can take. It looks like a good chance to capture. So Battle Axis ties the score yet again. Also, none of the players have overdrives except for Ship, if I'm right.
Yeah, only right now it is currently Ship with an overdrive. Orchestra just used. Actually, Jux, how do you pronounce that, Eris?
I
You've
just
said
say
it
just
before.
because.
Justicus and Jonas both have their ODs, yes, but on the opposite side, no one has an overdrive, and an OD box is dropping. Rex has a repair and will be taking it. We're seeing Justicus going to be using his overdrive and also Rex, and this might be a big pull, but Ship impounding his Crusader OD, and that's going to really neutralize that pull there.
Deviants used an Ares and Viking OD, and only the Crusader OD from Battle Axis was enough to stop the attack. So that's really good by them. So only Krishna has this overdrive, but a Paladin overdrive charges really slow, so it's really good for him to have that. It can really contribute to an attack, because with a Viking next to you, you can usually pull a flag at least. Orchestra also is going from the outside, got the Paladin OD from Tropkalis. He actually changed his direction. He's going all the way through the base of Battle Axis, but he's still on full HP. Really good chance of capping this flag.
Yeah, really good. And Sokling Cavagna does get his Aeros OD last minute here, but I don't think it's enough. It's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to allow Troublemaker to get in there and pull a flag, but will Juxtica and also Rex be able to deal damage to those players there? Because we're seeing Krishna, Ship, Troublemaker, and Sokling Cavagna, and Orchestra is going up against all of them currently, and he might even be able to deal damage. He makes them all no repair, and Ship only half HP. On the opposite side, we do see Deviants currently pulling this flag. Jonas is pulling it, but he's in a death trap here with 3 players surrounding him. CJ is going to be using an OD to hold on to that flag, but I don't even know. I can't even see. My spectator's so far out.
Tropkalis gonna return.
Oh! I just zoomed in. That was crazy gameplay from both these teams.
Crazy. Yeah, that was a really nice return by Tropkalis. I thought Battle Axis had that capture for sure, but Tropkalis went on top of the building and just jumped on the flag to return. I also want to mention the OD from Sotnikovanya. He used it too late to stop the capture, but he killed 3 players of Deviants and created the opportunity to pull that flag. So that was really nice by him.
Exactly. Not all rights make a wrong, or there's a certain saying, but I forgot about it, so I kind of screwed myself there. But yeah, listen, there's only a minute, under a minute left here. The current winners so far of this match is Deviants by 1 flag point. Will Battle Axes be able to tie this round and win it? I'm not too sure, because Deviants, from the look of it, they're playing quite defensive now. We're only really seeing Orchestra go in there, focus that freeze at all times. But on the opposite side, we're just watching these players kind of focus Krishna. But Troublemaker might use his OD. Yes, he does. He's got to watch out. Jonas has his overdrive. So does Ship. Oh, my days. It's just a cluster of ODs impounding both teams.
Yeah, I don't think Troublemaker saw the Crusader behind the wall, because he just used, and the Crusader was already there to stop the attack with his own overdrive. So that's really nice by him. Another celebration OD by Justicus.
Yeah.
He
Getting
just
that
got his
extra 1
overdrive.
kill.
Yeah, he
But
didn't want to finish last place.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. That would have been. That wouldn't be too great as an Eros, but I mean,
Alright, but anyway, Deviants up by 1 round now. A really good start by them. They surprised me with their teamwork. They have been working really good together, and also their map control. I think Rix took at least 2 overdrives, maybe even 3.
I mean, yeah, Rex actually, you pointed out now, I feel like Deviants had a bit more control within that overdrive. I feel like overall their hunters for Deviants was a bit more focused of being within their base or whatnot majority of the time. Wait, so I mean, Battle Axes. I feel like CJ was more contained and being within their base majority of the time, and we saw that from the opposite hunter on Deviants. Deviants' hunter Orchestra was pushing him a lot more. I felt so that might be just one opening on why he was able to get mid control so easily and allowing Rex to take those overdrives. But I feel like all these players they've had their like moments within that map and proven themselves to be worthy of this top eight because I feel like both these teams deserve to be here essentially.
Yeah, there are also a lot of underrated players. I think Rix is one of them because currently he hasn't won a lot of paints, but he has won Tough Hammer before. And even though that's a long time ago and the game was a little bit different, then he means he's really good on Hammer. It was Tough Hammer, the tournament he won. He also won a lot of other tournaments back in the day, so he's definitely one of the better players. And also Krishna. Krishna won all the ranking tournaments with when he was with Diamond, so he's also a really valuable player for Battle Axis.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, it's weird to see that Krishna's playing on Paladin for my sake because he's such a good hunter. Maybe it's just on this map, but I don't know. I feel like maybe Krishna has that kind of star potential which came from Diamonds as a hunter for a short while. Obviously, won Acid. I believe he. How long was he with Diamonds for? Like 3 seasons? I'm pretty sure it was. Not
I
three
think
seasons, three rankings.
he played 3 rankings with them, but no majors.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see them kind of bring in someone else, but hey, that's the aim of the game, I guess. But anyways, we're in the second round, guys, and already a bit has been done. Orchestra had to leave and rejoin. There's a no D box dropping as well. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems like Sotnik Kovanya can take this one. A really easy take for him because he got the support from the freeze. When an OD is falling, it's really important to have your freeze in center because he can do a lot of damage to Viking arrows, whoever's trying to take it. So that was a really good job by them. Rix pushing into the base of Battle Axis all by himself. Orchestra also going through center into their base, just annoying the players there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you see. Orchestra, you see CJ is a bit more content being back here waiting. He's no repair, and that's kind of a bummer because now Orchestra can push him from behind or go for another player, and CJ is just out in the blue, right? Orchestra is kind of trying to contain the situation within mid order. He didn't do much right now. Obviously, he was getting a bit of trouble from Troublemaker and also Soknik Ivania. I do feel like he's a better player compared to the other hunter. But I mean, I'm not gonna brag about that too much because I felt like really nailed into those two players. But this map is such mid control. If you can't control mid or like control your sides, like you're pretty much screwed. I mean, although it's quite a big map, it's also very small because of how like close like all the walls there are. Essentially, like it's not easy to drive around these barriers, right?
Yeah, the map is really big, but there are just a lot of buildings
Yeah, it
and
just makes you when
objects.
you actually play it, it feels tiny. But anyways, Rex will be taking that overdrive. Ship is lagging quite a lot actually. And Rex will be going into their base. He's got a hunter behind him and also Troublemaker. He will be utilizing his overdrive. CJ uses his, but it's a bit of a waste just because he's going to be using his Aerosod. It wasn't too needed, but Soknika Vanya, Rex has to wait there a little bit before pushing. Looks like False has joined the map instead, and this will be the first capture, most likely um, for Deviants. Excuse me.
Yeah, that was really nice by Rix. He took out that hunter right before he was able to use his overdrive. Also a bit lucky maybe, but he also got a lot of skill. Also, when he hit behind the wall when the arrows used his overdrive, you also need to pay attention to notice that because when you're pulling the flag, you're also focusing on a lot of stuff, and then you can easily miss an overdrive like that. But he noticed it and managed to get that first capture for Deviants in this round.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is just the key level of gameplay we're seeing here. I mean, this is what we're wanting in the champion stage, right? Um, but anyways, first flag already for Deviants. Let's see what will occur now with the next 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, maybe that capture also was also caused because ship was lagging. Because even though it was only for like 10 seconds before someone else joins, it can be a huge problem. Also, Orchestra pulling. He's already in their own base, but Battle Axis has a huge counter attack. Chris now with his overdrive. Troublemaker also uses overdrive.
Ooh.
Orchestra takes him out with that Hunter OD.
Yeah, that Hunter already really came in with the clutch there. I was not expecting that. Ship is going to be using Soknika Vanya. Shit, that's unfortunate because I really felt like that Hunter had it in a good place, but Soknika Vanya able to kind of just drive in at the right moment and they get that reset and leveling up the score though, which is good for Battle Axes after they didn't win that first round as a close one from 4-3. Although 5 minutes left. Obviously, an OD box did just drop, so we're not going to be seeing another one for the next 30 seconds, I believe. But until then, we do see Trop Killers and Rex both trying to push that left side. Rex is going to be no repair, pushing up against Krishna, and Trop Killers going up behind him. Two players do spawn on him, which are Troublemaker and also Ship, so he won't be able to pull this flag so elegantly. Although Jonas is going to be using on Soknik Havana, Troublemaker's only 1 HP. Orchestra pulls this flag, is no repair, so he won't be getting far as Krishna is still dealing damage with his ricochet through middle.
Yeah, that was really nice defense by Battle Axis. They managed to keep the score tight, and also their last capture was really necessary to keep them in this round because they can't afford another lose to lose another round because they already lost the last one, and that means they will be 2-0 down. So they might even try to get the win here. They only have their Hunter OD ready. He's actually using it right now. It takes out Orchestra. Krishna jumping onto the flag. Uses his Reaper, gets also healed by the OD from Sotnikovanya, goes to the center all the way to his own base, and although he gets a lot of damage, he's probably gonna capture this one. Jonas also shooting him, and he captures with 1 HP.
Yeah, that was that's close, but I mean, yeah, it's looking good. It's going up for Battle Axes right now, and obviously after they did lose that first round, we do see it happen to a lot of teams where they kind of lose that first round, and it kind of either motivates the team or it really like puts them down in the drain, right? Although I feel like a team like Battle Axes, they won't go out without a fight, right? So let's see.
Yeah, you can't get those pushbacks get into your head. You need to get back into the game and just focus on the round you're playing. And they're also a really good team. They placed third in the summer major, and they also, I think they got almost their whole team from last ranking playing, except for CJ. I don't know who he is exactly. I think he played for Lavanda in the summer major, but I'm not sure. But all the other players on the map also played during the summer major for Battle Axis.
Wait, CJ?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think he did because I remember Battle Axes basically changed from Lavanda to Battle Axes, and that's what kind of confused a lot of people when they came back. So yeah, I'm pretty sure CJ was one of the main players which did stay when they remade it. Although I don't know what happened to the rest of them, to be honest. I guess, well, they're out of the blue now, but just because going to be using here, it's looking good. CJ's going to be out the blue as well with that OD, but Jonas is going to be pulling this flag. Sokni Cavagna taking a lot of damage, and this is going to be a capture with Rex using a lovely overdrive, taking out 3 players within their base and just putting them back to sleep.
you need really good communication in that team to have that kind of teamwork, because they need to use their arrows and Viking OD at the same time to get an attack like this. Because when they got the blue flag out of the base of Battle Axis, it was almost a guaranteed capture already, because they took out the whole team. There's no one to take out the flag then. Also, Battle Axis yet again with another pull goes towards the outside. Also used his overdrive, so he will be full HP again. And Sotnik Cavanya's clearing up the defensive side. He doesn't manage to take out Trop Killers, but Troublemaker and Ship are also ready there to take them out. And Krishna with the third capture of Battle Axis to take them back into the lead.
Exactly. This is looking good for Battle Axes. I'm looking forward to a close game, especially in Iran. This is a map which I feel like both these teams would be capable more of playing. Obviously, it's a hard map to kind of play, like I said before, if you don't have that mid control. But it feels like both these teams are doing a much more solid job within this round. But we did see an overdrive being taken by Troublemakers. So we'll see what he's capable of doing. But Orchestra are going to be pulling Flag Jonas as well. Sokni Cavagna is going to be using Krishna on the opposite side. Has the flag, but he does get taken out. But Trop Killers returns it right before that OD actually catches him.
If Krishna managed to stay alive for just a little bit longer, that overdrive of Sotnik Cavannya would have reached him. But it was really hard for him. He had two players on him and he was already on low HP. But they don't need to capture another flag to win this round. They just need to defend to keep the lead here. Drop Killers and Rick still trying to attack Orchestra. Probably the only player left who is able to capture with the time that's left, and he gets taken out. So that means Battle Axis will tie the score in rounds. Score is 1-1 now. A really good round by Battle Axis, as well as by Deviants.
Yes, I mean it's currently it's gonna be hard. I feel like now we're going into what was it?
Hunter. Because
Yeah,
Krishna is really good on Hunter Striker, but because the Striker plays on Crusader, he can't play the combo he's used to. So maybe they decided to let him play on Paladin instead. Also for Deviants, OPEX or Orek, that's how you say it in Russian, is playing now. Well, he was not playing in Iran because of the Striker probably. He's a really good railgun player, but maybe he's not that good on a Striker, or not as good as his teammates.
yeah, not as savvy. But yeah, I'm intrigued, especially like because I mean, I kind of saw this coming where I saw Krishna playing on Pala in the first round. And I was like, or the first map. I was like, okay, I don't know if that's just because uh, he's a bench player or something, or what's the case. But I did have a feeling he was gonna be brought back on Hunter here, and I feel like they got to watch out. A team like Deviants really have to watch out for a team like Battle Axes, like you're saying. I feel like we got players such as Sokni Cavagna, who obviously has always been an Eris player, and he's been the main player to kind of make these star players kind of come into play. If you don't know the Dreamers, I believe he was the leader or co-leader of that, and a lot of these players were kind of underrated and but like under his leadership, he's got that kind of mentality that it's either win or lose, baby. And yeah, majority of the time, his teams do good, and the players, and they go on forward. But um, I mean, right now it's currently 1-1, so it's it's pretty tired.
Yeah, yeah, like you said about the Dreamers. When I see Battle Axes, I also think about the Dreamers. Not only because of Sotnik Vanya, but because of those players who aren't really known, but are really good. Because Dreamers got Impulse in one of the rankings, and Battle Axes last major got bronze. Like they are able to win, and Sotnik Vanya, I think he's a really good leader for the teams. I don't think he's the leader, but he's definitely coaching them somewhat. ASL pulling the first flag here, but Orchestra and Justicus are probably trying to get this return. So ASL decided to go behind their base. But he's going for the capture now, even though he's really low HP, but he gets it. So it means this will be 1-0 for Battle Axes in flags.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the kind of thing we see from Battle Axes, and I was saying before, they're going to be trying to go in for these early kills here and also the early pulls and flag captures because this is a map you don't want to be tied in. Like I said, this is a map like you don't want to be holding each other's flags and playing out the long game or anything like that. You want to be able to pull a flag after a flag after a flag. I mean, if your team is that good and you're able to you just use one OD for one flagpole and then another OD for another flagpole, then you're crazy. But we're currently seeing Rex pulling that flag and capturing it. So it's really, I feel like both these teams are just too close to comfort, you know, like we've seen all the teams in the champion stage. Obviously Diamonds went up against Team P, we saw Frenzy up against Undervalued, and also Aurora versus Antisystem. And I would say all these teams were basically meant to play each other because of how like close and skill wise they are. But anyways, Rex is going to be taking that overdrive through middle.
He has taken a lot of overdrives, and yeah, the teams are really close. Like you said, I wouldn't want to do a prediction because like any team can win here. If I have to guess, it will be a shot in the dark. I'm just not gonna make a prediction. I will leave that up to the viewers. And yeah, Rick's with his Viking overdrive. Maybe you want to use it for defense here, because ASL used his own Paladin overdrive, and Krishna ship are with him, trying to get a good attack from the ground. Krishna, maybe he's gonna use his overdrive here. He's already low, gets taken out, and Sotkovanya and Troublemaker are coming from the other side of the map. Opex used his overdrive, took out Sotnikovanya, but Troublemaker still alive. Krishna with him. I mean, even when he doesn't use his overdrive, you still have to keep a distance from it. Maybe that's the only advantage of saving it. People needs to keep an eye on you. If they lose you for a second, he can use it. Sonicovania? No, not Sonicovania. It was
And
I forgot
Jonas.
his name. Jonas used his overdrive. Rix
And so
also
did
used it as
Rex.
OD.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like you said, when you take your eye off the ball for 1 second, anything can happen. And oh my days, that was a nice shot coming in from shit. But that flag is probably still yet to be captured. Troublemaker, no. Orchestra just lands that final shot on him before he gets killed. And Rex is able to pick up that OD box. So, oh no, I feel like Deviants just absolutely hammered them down for like a couple of seconds there.
Yeah, Troublemaker used his overdrive in an attempt to return, but I think it was already too late. He was also getting killed really fast, so it wasn't really smart for him to use, and you had to save it for our next capture. And to make it even worse, Rix took the overdrive box that was falling, so he will be able to use it in another attack. So it looks really good for Deviants. They're up a flag, they have a lot more overdrives, but I don't want to say they're already gonna win, because Battle X is really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing people saying, "Cool, today like Deviants will win if these players come or that." But I mean, I don't know. I still have high faith in Battle Axes. Battle Axes is a team like we've seen previously, which did get a top three, and they're more than capable of doing this again. But Deviants, I mean, they've been playing pretty well so far, and obviously, I feel like Jonas has always made a team every single season and either got, I think it's always top eight, right? Or something like this, but it's never really gone further.
Uh, oh wait, sorry, I wasn't listening. Deviants, what are you talking about?
Or I just mean Deviants, but Jonas,
Oh,
because
Jonas.
he's
Yeah,
the leader.
yeah, he always plays with Deviants or Divine,
Yeah,
their old clan name. Yeah, because last season they got top 8 as well. I think the season before that also top 8. Sotnikovanya with an interesting overdrive. I think Krishna got taken out before he was able to get that healing from that overdrive from Sotnikovanya's ship. I think he has a decent chance here. He decides to go to the side of the map to do some damage to the players in the base of Deviants. ASL also doing some damage, but just because on the blue flag, Pulse the flag is on low HP, but there's no one to do any damage to him. So they might even get their 4th flagger, Krishna, ready with his overdrive, but he doesn't use it because it's already too late. So Deviants is up already by 4-1.
it's not looking too great, honestly. Um, I'm not too sure what's going to happen here within this last 4 minutes, honestly. Deviants are doing a really good job. I was about to call them divine. You mind tricking me there after calling it out. But yeah, Sogni Cavagna, obviously we did see him use that OD for Krishna. But what I was going to say is like something I've noticed right now is even from playing esports myself is because of this like new 50 ping thing which has come into play, Eris overdrives are such like extremely laggy. Also, repairs are laggy for, well, at least for me and stuff like that. So I felt like it would have been a good attempt if it was maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, the healing and damage is so much delayed.
Yeah,
So even though the ball is like on your tank, it still needs some time to get the healing. So that's why the OD didn't work. Yeah, but I think Battle Axes still have a chance. Like after all, it's sandbox. Anything can happen. 3 flags can easily be captured in a minute.
I don't know. We got 3 overdrives here from Jonas, Orchestra, and Rex. But on the opposite side, we only have ELS and Krishna. Orchestra going to be using here. Nice OD, taking 2 players, stunning them. And Orchestra going to be dealing damage to Sokni Cavagna along with his other fellow players. Justica will be focusing on ELS along with OPEX, but OPEX missing his shot onto Krishna. On the opposite side, we see Rex pulling the flag. Jonas is overdrive, and that's what we're talking about. Those OD balls don't quite like heal the player early enough.
Yeah, because with the old ping or physics, whatever, I think that it probably would have reached him, but I think they don't mind losing this one flag because they're still up by 3 flags. I don't think with the time left now, Battle Axes probably don't have time to capture another flag, even though they have a Viking OD. But Deviants just don't give them a chance. Like they can't really get close into the base. Even I wanted to say that OPEX was gonna take out ASL, but he missed the overdrive, so ASL can pull. Rix used his overdrive and can even take another one. His OD control is just on point.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. It's been a tricky game, I feel like, for Battle Axes. They've been losing really close within Iran, but this map has just been obliterated there by Deviants. They've taken control of the map. We can see them even now. We see at points where Dreamers, sorry, where Battle Axes are trying to make a pull, like now with Krishna, but Jonas is at one end, and we're seeing Justicus pull the flag in the other end. So I don't even know what's happening. They're not able to focus these key players, which might look like they're not doing a lot of damage, but that extra thunder shot is is insane. You know.
Mhm. I think also Falt joined the map. I don't think he was there from the start, if I'm right. I think Ship played Crusader
Yeah,
Railgun
yeah,
before.
shit did. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he got some issues with his net. I think that's why he keeps on leaving mid round. That's really unfortunate for Battle Axes because this is a really important match. If they lose this, they will be out of the tournament. And this round ends in 4-1 in favor of Deviants. So in rounds they're up by 2-1 now. They took back the leads.
yeah. Although let's see what will happen in the next round. I know some people have like comments about how on Twitch we kind of use the score because I believe it only says free. Like yeah, it has the free bullets on it. Basically, it's to do with the map. So if a team ties the map, then it stays unclear. But if a team wins the map, then it basically does a little check, right?
Are you talking about the overlay? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it just depends on how many times the teams tie. Because if they tie like
yeah,
3-4
yeah,
times a
exactly.
match, they only need to win 2 rounds to win.
Yeah, exactly.
But
But
it's basically best out of 6, and if the difference between rounds won between the teams is bigger than the rounds that need to be played, then the team won, and the match is over. If that makes sense.
kind of
Kind
maybe
of.
to some. Kind of is a good reply because it's a yes, but it's a no.
Uh,
Porca.
anyway, Ship still didn't join back, so it looks like false. I'll keep on playing here for Battle Axes. I actually don't know who it is, but he's in Battle Axes, so he can't be too bad. They took him in a team for a reason. He's not just there to
Wait, who?
chill.
Who? Shit.
Uh, false.
Oh yeah. Don't know.
Uh, you often see players who change their nicknames, and after that, most of the time I just forget who it is or who it was before. Looks like the OD won't be dropping in the preparation time, so it will drop right after they will self-destruct. This is kind of luck based because the Vikings do need to get a good spawn in order to take the overdrive. Rix takes a really long time before he goes towards the center. But he still takes it. Troublemaker was struggling there a bit with all the tanks there in the center, and he managed to take that overdrive box. I was talking about Rix. Yeah, Rix took the overdrive box.
Yeah, exactly. And also, we do see Justicus leave the map here. So intriguing to see if he'll join back. Yeah, he does. But look, we do have Sokni Cavagna and ESL pulling this flag. But watch out for OPEX. OPEX going to be using that OD. And on both sides, there's a Crusader here. We're seeing False up against OPEX, who's destined to win this 1v1. We'll see. But, anyways, I mean, this map is kind of. Obviously, the previous round did go in favor of Deviants. I feel it was 4-1, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I'm looking forward to seeing if Battle Axes were able to make any changes and what will happen with False. Obviously, False is playing from the get go instead of Ship. Will they be playing better or worse? But I don't want to put it all the pressure on one player, right? There could be a key number of reasons of what was the reasonings of why they lost so many flags and also overdrives, because I feel like Rex, not only in Iran but also in this map, was really focused on that overdrive majority of the time. And even now he's playing so like defensive and aware. He knows that Sokni Cavagna is there on left side, but he doesn't want to push out. Obviously, as a Hammer Viking player, you don't want to take on those long range, especially when there's an OD box dropping. But it looks like the OD box he won't be able to take, and Troublemaker will be taking it. But Orchestra will be using an overdrive, and on the opposite side, we do also see Sokni Cavagna using his overdrive, and Krishna. And Krishna is going to be pulling this flag. Looks like High Hopes False could even use on left side if needed, but it looks like ESL and False are able to make sure that side is controlled.
Yeah, they got almost full map control there, even on the defensive side, and that Ares Overdrive provided just enough healing for Krishna to stay alive and capture this first flag for the fourth round here. Deviants have been playing really good so far. You were talking about it. I think Rix is definitely one of their better players. He also played really good so far. He always takes those overdrives, also used a lot of good ones. And I think Orchestra is also playing really good. He goes a bit unnoticed maybe, but in the previous rounds, a lot of the pulls were because of him. He used this overdrive and then one of his teammates pulls.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. For sure. I mean, even Orchestra in the previous round, he got like that lucky shot I was talking about, and whatnot. And Deviants kind of, I feel they're winning this game because of those kind of players. These players are going unwitnessed. I mean, we just saw Troublemakers use his Viking overdrive, and it was yet another waste. I mean, we saw him do a similar thing in Iran. Although right now we're seeing a Lovely OD used by Jonas, allowing Rex to pull through middle, but it's only 1 HP. OPEX is behind him, but OPEX going to pick it up. Jonas going to pick up that overdrive, and that's going to be the first flag in favor of Deviants after having a really solid round in the previous one. So it's interesting to see them struggling a little bit here. Although Battle Axes, they can still make this a tie within rounds, obviously, within the 6 minutes, and then go over into Molotov and battle it out on one of the most tedious maps in esports.
Yeah, Battle Axes definitely want to get a win this round, because if you're down 2-1 or 3-1, like it doesn't matter the score. If you're going down into the last map and the map is Molotov, then you have a really small chance of winning. So they're definitely looking for a couple more captures here. But I think Deviants is better with the map control. Almost this whole match, Jonas uses his Ares overdrive just because pulling with his paladin. Also decides to use his overdrive, so he's getting healed up.
It's just too much is happening. Like Deviants, we got 5 players on the map still continuously, and Rex is pulling this flag. He's no repair, okay, but he's able to pull that flag throughout the midway half mark. So I mean, what's happening with Battle Axes at this point? There's obviously clearly something which isn't quite keying up. But yeah, Deviants have some really good communication going on. Obviously, all their overdrives are on point, and an OD box is dropping here. So let's see what will occur with this overdrive. Rex wasn't able to take the last one. It was in favor of Troublemaker, but Troublemaker wasted that one. But Rex will be taking this opportunity and taking it wisely with picking it up.
He patiently waited for Krishna to use his overdrive so he can easily take it afterwards. He also really needed to take this one because they used a lot of overdrive with their last attack. They used like a Paladin OD, an Ares OD. I'm not sure if
A
they also used a
hunter.
Viking OD. Yeah,
Nah, a hunter, I believe.
Rex,
But Rex
you can say it.
unleashing the beast, but he does die from Krishna in the end. But Justicus, I feel like I'm really not saying that name right. Is does touch
It sounds wrong, but I don't know how else you can pronounce it.
just. But yeah, he does touch flag, but yeah, unfortunately for his sake, he does get taken out there from Sokni Cavagna. Sokni Cavagna going to be using a solo OD here, kind of intimidated by that for myself. But look at this, he's going to be pulling the flag. Maybe it was a misclick. I hope it was. I really don't know what is happening with battle axes.
I mean, I don't think he probably meant to press it, but it definitely wasn't a really good overdrive since there weren't any teammates of him. Deviants also pulling yet again. They can increase their lead if they can get this captured. Only Sotnik Cavagna can stop him, but he's really slow with his Ares. He takes the flag and he returns. No, he got a return there. It was because the flag wasn't on place. I think Justicus got a bit surprised there, the flag wasn't there, so he had to return it first. And then Sotnik Cavagna took the flag and also returned as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is some brazy attitude coming in from both these teams right now. But look at this, Troublemaker has his overdrive, so does ESL. It's a lot more than what Deviants have. Obviously, they only have Orchestra, I believe. I don't even think Opex. No, Opex doesn't have his. So let's see if an attack can be made here.
I think they can, because they have a couple ODs ready, especially their Viking OD, which Troublemaker just used. Only takes out one player so far. He's looking for that second kill, but he gets it. But apart from that, it isn't really meaningful. They don't get an attack. Maybe they do actually. They get that map control thus far. ESL is probably gonna get taken out. No, he uses his Reaper. He needs to stay alive here to make use of that Paladin overdrive.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're really intimidated here by Jonas, but they managed to take him out. But Orchestra spawns and uses that overdrive, and that's going to really shut that down. Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, Orchestra used this overdrive to stop the attack. I think he had enough of the map control of Battle Axis. But yeah, right now, the defense is just trying to keep the lead here. If they can, they will capture another flag. But if they don't, I think they're fine with it as long as Battle Axis just doesn't get that second capture they really need now, because they're down in rounds, and also in this round they're also down. But Krishna trying to pull a flag gets taken out. Rix decides to use his overdrive for defense.
Oh. False nearly connects that overdrive onto Rex as well. But yeah, Rex will unleash it and get 2 kills. There's only a minute left. We have Justicus, Opex, and also Jonas with their overdrives. On the opposite side, I don't even think Krishna has it. Oh, Krishna does have his overdrive, excuse me. And now that Sokni Cavagna, but don't know if there's time because it's going to be really hard to counter what Deviants have right now.
Yeah, I completely agree, and especially since OPEX still has his Crusader OD, so the next good chance they have, he will just use his OD like he does now, and the attack gets stopped. Even though he didn't get killed by the Crusader OD, but if he didn't, then he still would have gotten killed. And just
Boca,
because with another
yeah.
capture to
I
end
don't know
off
if
the
you
round.
saw that. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but obviously just used his overdrive earlier. We did say that Jonas had his OD and Krishna didn't quite use his OD early enough and got taken out by Jonas's overdrive. So overall, the score is 2-1 or
3-1.
3-1
3-1.
to Battle Axes now.
Yeah, Deviants got themselves in a really good position here. 2 more rounds to go, or one if they win or tie. and they're already up by two rounds. It's looking really good for them. I don't think they will give this away.
Yeah, I mean, I really, I hope it ends quickly for Battle Axes, so Deviants can just take that top 4 place. Um, but on the opposite side, I mean, I said I hope Battle Axes lose? No, I meant I hope for Deviant's sake they're able to just like take it now and finish it. But I feel like Battle Axes have a drive in them, right? They're able and more capable of doing that. Like I said before, Sognik Vanya's always been that back burner, always been able to give those kind of motivational speaks or whatnot. So hopefully that happens. Although it really has to be by the team. Like if your team communication can't work, it might just be a faulty day. But this is the day. This is the game they have been playing for. I mean, it's make it or break it.
Yeah, that's right. I think Battle Axis still got a decent chance, but if Deviants just plays like they played in the last 4 rounds, they definitely gonna win here. Because I wonder what equipment they will use in Molotov, because I haven't been keeping up with the combos in Molotov. I rarely play that map, to be honest.
I feel like some teams they use shaft. So let's talk about blue side. Some teams on the right side they use either Shaft Crusader or Railgun Crusader. It's normally either Freeze Hunter or Railgun or Rico Hunter. And then Paladins it's either Freeze or Rico as well. But then the majority is like it's the same. I mean, I don't know it's kind of hard as well. I've played so many combinations on this map. Normally, what I see is on the blue side we have Pala Palarico or Palarico, Freeze Hunter, and Eris Thunder, and then Railgun Crusader. And then on the opposite side, it's normally Eris Shaft, Hunter Rico, freeze what's that,
Paladin?
Paladin, yeah. Thank you. And then obviously Viking hammer for both teams like normal.
Yeah, when I still played this map, uh, I know it was you had a good you needed to have a good shaft in order to use it on the base with the
Yeah,
platform. But if you don't have a good shaft, you're better off just using Thunder Ares.
yeah, exactly. I mean it's I don't know, you've really got to, when it comes to shaft, you really got to be a try hard to be able to use it. Like you can use in matchmaking all you want, but your shaft shots in sport format mean so much. I don't feel like people understand how rated your shaft has to be. And I feel like every single time I've played with you, Casper, in a team or whatnot, we've always kind of not really utilized using shaft because obviously we had people who played shaft, but nothing like a star player would.
Yeah, I think there's only a few players in the whole game
Mm.
who are able to play shaft at such a good level where it's where they can be able to play it in maps like Molotov. Because in Highland, I think it's always good to use a shaft. Highland is such an open map where you can always make your shots with shot. But in maps like this, there are a lot of objects to hide behind, and unlike matchmaking, people aren't gonna run into your shots here.
It's
They
not
try to avoid
predictable,
you.
yeah. Yeah, it's not predictable. Even though in sport format we do see a lot of people, I don't think people actually notice it, but with Shaft you can kind of like hold down your what is it? Your right click. So it kind of doesn't show your lens, right? Um I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain it to viewers, but basically these Shaft players are fully tryhard to the point where people don't know where they are. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Mm.
But
OG
anyways.
dropping at the
Mhm.
start, Troublemaker easily takes it here.
Ooh.
Wix was by himself, so he didn't really have a good chance to take it there.
And
ESL
look at
decides to use
this.
his overdrive.
Yeah. What I thought that was going to be a really good opportunity, but obviously Orchestra was there. He didn't have anyone to back him up, but looks like both teams are going to be not okay. Only one team's going to be using Shaft, where obviously for Battle Axes, they're not going to be having a shaft on this map. They're going to keep Sotnik Vanya on Thunder and keep Ship on Railgun. So Ship is back in this round. And they obviously Battle Axes do have the better side. So if they do win this round, they really have to win the following round as well to even be able to play the next.
Yeah, because the base they're in right now, they every team almost wins there. If the teams are pretty even, of course.
Not cold.
Troublemaker. No, Colt wouldn't win here. Ship pulling the flag towards center, got Krishna with him. Krishna's not even following him. Let's see who that is. ESL takes over the flag. He's on low HP, but he got his repair. He also uses it right now, and this is the first capture of Battle Axis. So they're up by 1-0 now. Riggs also pulling a flag. Is literally 1 HP. Maybe Trop Killers can take over the flag, but it seems very unlikely he's gonna get that flag out of the base of Deviants. Battle Axis, I mean.
Exactly, and Krishna is going to be using his Hunter OD there. We did see an overdrive coming in from Jonas, but it's a little bit too late. But look at this, Justico playing on that right containers, being a little sneaky cat, trying to assist his team with any shot he can, and he does kill. Who was it? He killed Krishna there. But apart from that, they still weren't able to get that capture. This is how OP this red base is. I mean, it's easy to kind of defend and also pull if you know really communication. I feel like it's more communication on this map. If you can tell where the team is pulling just with simple comms and everyone focuses them, then it's easy to return the flag. Because if the flag's out in the open like this, you're done. Like I don't think you're gonna be able to pull the flag again.
Yeah, you need to get a flag all the way in your own base to capture that. Because even
Yeah.
though the red base, it seems really open, but there are only a couple places where you can go through. You can use the bridge and you can use center, but apart from that, there are not many ways you can go.
Yeah, exactly. And even now, you see, like, Rex used his overdrive, Jonas was there, but because of that little gap in middle, it's so hard to, like, just help your team. Because if you're pulling a flag and you get blocked, you're screwed. But look at this. Ship's going to be pulling this flag so elegantly, and no one's really able to stop him. Rex makes him 1 HP, but doesn't have that final shot. And he will be able to take. No, he doesn't. Trop Killers takes that overdrive.
That's very unlucky from me. He didn't get the capture, and neither did he get the overdrive box. And yeah, very Poca. But yeah, Deviants down by 2-0 now. They probably expected this, not because they're bad, they're a really good team, obviously, but it's just a really hard base to play. But I think Deviants is the only team that uses Shaft in the blue base. I don't think I've seen
No,
that
no, no.
before.
I've seen other teams do this. I think Diamonds do it,
Really?
or no, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I've seen other teams do it. I mean, and even just playing TKVs alone. But looks like they will be able to get a capture in the end. Deviants and ESL will be using his overdrive as well, but his that tank there does block him. Just is going to be able to shoot him, but he has a repair. Will they be able to pull this flag? Krishna is there to kind of back him up. He's kind of blocking the way. There's only 1 HP. He does get taken out there from Rex. That flag is out in the open. Troublemaker picks it up. Looks like Jonas and Justice will be dealing damage to him, but Krishna's prioritizing his own flag over capturing the next one, which is a wise choice. And both teams will get a return.
Yeah, that was a really nice pull by ESL, but he didn't get enough support from his team to get that capture. But the return from Deviants keeps them in the game, because if they're down by 2 flags now, it's very unlikely they're gonna get at least a tie in there. But now with only 1 flag to go, even though it's the bad base, they definitely have a chance here, especially with Trop Killers now. He used his repair already, but there's no one in the base of Battle Axe, so maybe he can pull this flag. Krishna actually spawns on him with his overdrive. Doesn't even need to use it. Rick's still there, takes the flag, also uses his repair, but I think Sotnikovanya can stop him here. That Thunder does a lot of damage on the Viking, who's just by himself there, and ESL yet again with another pull, but looks like this time he's gonna get the capture, so the score will be 3-1 now for Battle Axes, and Deviants have to do something really quick now to get that comeback.
Yeah, I mean, I did witness Shaft player Justicus miss his shot on that flag carrier, which was ESL, which was unfortunate. I mean, that's what we're talking about. It's a kind of tedious map to kind of play in general, and also, especially as a Shaft player, it's not as easy to kind of play. You're going to be focused. People are going to be curious on where you are and whatnot. Majority of the time, but yeah, you're right. It's going to be hard for the Deviants kind of come back from this, especially when you got players like Krishna and Soknikavanya with their overdrives and Troublemaker. But on the opposite side, we do have Jonas with his overdrive and also Rex. So I'm intrigued to see how they're going to utilize these overdrives. We see Jonas use here for Rex and also for that overdrive, but it's got to watch out because Krishna is within mid here, and he will be able to use and take that OD. So it's not much of a like good looking period for Deviants, because I mean 3 minutes to go and they got to capture 2 flags, but I don't know. I just can't see it happening.
Yeah, it will be really hard for them, but I think they're already thinking about the next round, because then they will be playing the good base, and then they also really need to get that win, or a draw is also enough. But if they lose there, it's over for them. So the next round will be really deciding who's gonna win this match.
Yeah, and it will go back to who will be playing on the better side. I think it's Battle Axes, right?
Battle Axis is playing on the good side now. Deviants will have the advantage next round.
Yeah, so Battle Axes afterwards, say Battle Axes are able to win both these games, Battle Axes will go back onto the good side.
Battle Axis?
Ooh,
Or you mean
yeah,
in the penalty? Or next?
penalty. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Look at this though. Sokne and Cavagna used a lovely OD just because we'll get that shaft shot. Rex pulled that flag for Sokne Cavagna, and that's going to be a flag capture for them. That's really nice, well played. Also, whilst that all was happening, I believe the Viking player Rex did kind of waste his overdrive on that whole situation. But yeah, you're definitely right. I do feel like these players are talking about the next round. They're not too bothered by this round. I wouldn't be if I was up 2 rounds already. I'll be like, you know what, guys, let's just keep our calm. Let's focus on this next round. We know it should be an easy win if we can just play the way we play, and we've got such a advantage. It shouldn't really be hard for us, and we'll be able to just knock them down on their boots. But let's see. 1 minute to go. There is a flag being pulled, but Ship connects it like Connect 4. And yeah, that's going to be a termination for that flag.
Yeah, it's not like Deviants is playing worse here than Battle Axes, because the base are really uneven. But I think with 4-1 now and the ODs that Battle Axes has, the round is already in the bag for Battle Axes. But yeah, Deviants is still more likely to win this match. Battle Axes, even though they won this round, they're still like they still have to work really hard to get that win here.
Yeah, exactly. Just because they won one doesn't mean it's like, oh, the fate is ours and whatnot, you know? So I mean, let's see what will happen in this next match, not prior. So
I also wonder if Battle Axis is gonna use a shaft on the blue
I hope
side.
not because I don't know. I feel like Deviant Shaft player wasn't even. I know he got a load of kills, but I did see him kind of miss like some shots, which I feel like were easy to be honest. But I am in a spectator point of view, so that is also true. You know.
Yeah, but I think with a shaft, 25 kills should be the bare minimum because you
Yeah.
rarely see a shaft pull. He's mostly just sitting still most of the rounds. He's also using it again, but this time on arrows, he's gonna use it on the
Yeah.
platform.
This is a good tactic for them.
Yeah, I was talking about it before, and I think shaft arrows on the red base when you can sit on the platform, that's really, really strong. Because anyone who's trying to cross the map, you can just kill them with a single shot.
Single
And
shot. Yeah.
yeah, a single shot.
Are we seeing freeze from Trop Killers? No.
Yeah, he is on freeze.
So yeah, that means what's called who they're gonna be playing Rico, I believe, on Hunter. Oh no, Rico on Palace. Sorry.
No, I mean, Deviants do have a Rico on Hunter, if that's what you mean.
So
Deviants are
alright, they're
playing
gonna be
Freeze
playing Strike.
Paladin.
Wait, what are they playing? How
Look at
come?
the Orchestra.
Oh right, yeah. So I'm just confusing myself here.
Yeah, I think so. But I also think maybe Battle Axes don't have a really good shaft that they decide to play without, since this
Yeah,
is a map where you can play shaft, but I don't think they
I
have
feel.
that one player that is able to do really well here with shaft.
Yeah, but if you're a good team and you're able to focus that shaft player, then I don't really see a point in trying to learn how to play shaft as well, you know? Like, there's two ways around it. But look at this. Will Justicus be able to leave this for Rex? Or will he take it? He leaves it for Rex. That's going to be the first overdrive.
Yeah, he took that really easily. Justicus already noticed it would be an easy take, so he saved it for the Viking, since Viking is a better overdrive than Ares.
Especially as of now.
Yeah, that's true. But I think if you use your Ares OD really good, it can still be really effective. But it's just not as good as Viking. I think
Yeah.
Deviants is already trying to pull here. Jonas still in the base of Battle Axis. Rix and Dropkill is on the defensive side, but they're going all the way through the base trying to get a pull. Orchestra also coming with his Ricochet on Hunter.
It ain't looking good just because doing a good job. They're kind of just tormenting Ship. Ship is 1 HP, does get taken out. Orchestra uses his overdrive, doesn't really do much. Just uses it willy-nilly. Jonas is also going to be using Krishna selfs, and this is going to be a pull. He is no repair. Ship does have his overdrive with no repair once again. And looks like Krishna is also there. He's going to be pulling down below, just right under Justicus's nose, where Troublemaker gets flipped. I don't
No way.
believe it.
He probably could have got that return if he didn't flip. That was I won't even say unlucky. That was just a mistake.
That's just
Rix takes
silly.
over. Yeah, that was silly Willy.
Yeah.
Rix takes over the flag from Justicus. Rix also used this
Oh,
Viking OD,
nice.
and he took out the Ares who also used his overdrive, and he can take it again. Maybe he still had a
Yeah,
repair.
this is just well played from Rex at that point. And unfortunate from the Sotnik Cavagna's overdrive to be a bit delayed. But it looks like Troublemaker's able to take out Just Curse now. But yeah, like said, this map is very one sided. I don't really think combinations, even if Deviants were to use same combinations as what Battle Axes were using previously, I feel like the score would still be the outcome of whoever was playing on this side would win. Because I said it when the game started, I think these teams are pretty even. within skill wise. And obviously, both of them probably have great communication already. So it's definitely going to be a hard map for them to play, and it's going to be unfortunate, especially for Battle Axes, because they are losing currently.
And while talking about the combination, I think the combinations that Deviants use, I think that's what I would use if I had a team, because that freeze
No,
paladin,
yeah, same.
is always playing on that little bridge on that side of the map, and because it's so close range there, you can also sneak behind the house in the base of battle axes. He can easily sit there with his freeze, and that close range is really gonna help him there. And I think a ricochet on Hunter is also really good, because I think as striker, it's even though at the center there's like a lot of open space, I think a ricochet is just more useful there, because Rico also has a pretty good range. It can
And
reach.
also, yeah, also you got to think about like DPS, right? And Rico, especially, always has been and always will be a good DPS kind of gun to or turret to use. But whilst we say that, looks like Orchestra did use his overdrive, was a bit of a waste. Rex pulled the flag, and also took that OD box middle and used. And looks like he will get taken out there. Trop Killers used his overdrive. Troublemaker raining down his OD right now. Troublemaker. Trop Killer is going to be taken out. Troublemaker trying to get focused on, but nice return from their behalf.
Yeah, that means Battle Axe will still have a pretty decent chance to win this, though, even though they're down one flag. Rix used this overdrive and only got one kill, but even though usually when you think of one kill with a Viking overdrive, you usually think it's not really a good overdrive, but it was really necessary to get that pull there, but unfortunately for Deviants, they didn't get that capture. We also see Sotnik Cavagna pulling, but he's already low and he doesn't really have those teammates with him to take over that flag.
Yeah, he used that OD as well, but it was way too late. Oh, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. 5 minutes in, but it looks like s- uh, sorry, battle axes are doing a really good job of kind of defending their base or whatnot. Obviously, it's not as bad as what the previous round was, which is good for battle axes. It means that they've definitely trained this map and they're capable of tying rounds out on this side. But they are down a flag currently and possibly even another one soon because Ulstra's pulling this flag.
Yeah, but even though Justica's used this arrow, which also shot the wall there instead of into the base of Battle Axis, they don't pull ESL using his Paladin overdrive. Can probably kill Orchestra here, but he's all by himself. He probably won't go really far. He also misses the flag. That's really unfortunate. He can't go back because there's a freeze. So it's Sotikovanya managed to kill. Sotikovanya also decides to take the flag himself. Goes towards Troublemaker. They kind of go into each other. He managed to go over the bridge. On the other side of the map, Rick's also pulling on low HP, gets taken out, but the Paladin of Deviants, Dropkillers, is also ready there. I think he's kind of looking for the flag. He kind of lost it. He takes it now. And yeah, this will probably be a standoff.
The first standoff as well of today's game.
hmm I just
And
hope.
Troublemaker. Oh, it does manage to go to flag, but Trop Killers is there to pick it up. But yeah, sorry. What were you saying? Oh, yes, that as well. Sorry, what were you saying?
I just hope Battle Axes can get a return here, but they probably need a couple overdrives, like an Arizodi. And what I noticed is Sonny Cavagna used a lot of his overdrives by himself without trying to heal some of his teammates, just like his last overdrive. But I think that's maybe because Molotov is one of those harder maps to use an Arizodi. There's not a lot of opportunity to use, especially in the blue base.
Yeah, that's for sure. But at the same time as well, like I feel like it's just a bit of miscommunication. He's using a bit too late. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the best arrows ODs are when you heal your teammates and get pulls, but you can also use it for defense or maybe for yourself when you're pulling. But I haven't seen a lot of good arrows ODs in Molotov from both teams, actually.
You haven't seen me play then. Come on. But it looks like Rex is trying to go in here for the return. He has no repair. Still deals damage though. It looks like more damage is going to be dealt from the Deviant side. As of now, they don't see ESL. Okay, ESL will be nearly taken out. He's no repair as of now. Jonas, though, just kind of holding on to that flag, playing the card of dealing damage, hiding, dealing damage, hiding. And yeah, I don't know. 2 minutes to go here. It's only 1-0 in favor of Deviants. If they tie or win this round, it's
Troublemaker's
over.
gonna return here. He
No.
used his overdrive, took out 2 players, and that's the score is tied now in 2 minutes ago, but BattleX still needs to get that one capture, but Troublemaker is pulling. He goes over this little bridge on the side of the map. He got Chris now with him, so I think this might be the second capture.
And Soknik Vanya use middle there. Really going to stop them. Jonas is no repair. Troublemaker's only one shot. He will get taken out, but so does Jonas. And this will be the second flag capture. Battle Axes might have as well just got them another round and saved them for another round. Wow, I just said the same thing over.
Yeah, but it's not just any round for them. They will get the good base again, where it's very likely for them to get that win. But they need to hold on onto this round for over 1 minute now, because it's not over yet. Deviants is still playing on the better base. They have a Viking and Arrows OD, so it's
And
very likely they're gonna.
Eris is going to be used here. Trop Killers is able to pull middle. Soknika Vanya doesn't have an overdrive or a repair. On the opposite side, we do see Krishna trying to do something, and he does actually. Soknika Vanya gets the kill. Rex is going to use his overdrive, railing down both these players, but ESL, he used his Paladin OD ages ago, trying to torment the players on the left side, and it worked, but managed to swoop past and get the return as well. But still, Orchestra with his overdrive, Trop Killers is no repair. All these players are going to be playing Death now. Troublemakers in Death. We see Krishna in Death, and also we see ESL kind of going up against Rex to make sure they won't be able to pull a flag or capture, and it's looking likely.
ESL just saved the match right there. If he didn't return that flag, that would have meant Deviants would have tied this round and also won this match. But now we're gonna see another round. That was really unexpected, since they were also down 2-0 with a standoff.
I didn't even witness it until you called it about Troublemaker as well.
Yeah, I had to cut you off there, because
No, I didn't see it. I'm glad you did.
if I didn't interrupt, that was such an important capture. They even got 2 in a row just with that Viking OD from Troublemaker. So yeah, for the penalty round now, BattleX is on the good base, Deviants on the worst base. Even though BattleX's were down 3-1 with 2 Molotov rounds, they managed to get the score to 3-3, and the penalty round is looking really good for them.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what will happen here. What did?
BattleX is also asked for a technical pause, so we will have to wait for 5 more minutes before we are going into the penalty rounds.
Yeah, so it's going to be intriguing to see what happens here. But anyways, we'll see.
We can talk about the match so far. Who do you even think is the better player from both teams? Because it's the score is tied. Both teams have played a
like
really
just
good
in
match.
general, or
Yeah, just the better player in general.
but are we talking about like overall, just like
No, I mean for this match.
I don't
Or is
know. I
that
feel like everyone's had their kind of moment. Like, if Troublemaker didn't use his overdrive, then ESL wouldn't be able to return that flag, right?
yeah? Because ESL took all the credit from that return, but it was actually Troublemaker who started the chain of captures there.
Yeah, true. So I mean, I don't know, but I mean, we could say everyone who kind of just had an input in capturing those 2 flags, right? So It's
Yeah,
not just one player. It's like there's so many on the line to
yeah.
actually.
This format is also really reliant on teamwork instead of personal skill. So even though if you have a really good team but they don't work together, you're not gonna win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, but I don't know. I honestly I couldn't tell you. I think I think it's just too hard to put one player into that kind of Hall of Fame. We definitely saw last minute ESL kind of pop off with returning that flag. He definitely deserves some credit for saving it because I mean I saw him use that OD on the right side going up against two players. Just thinking to myself like I'm not too sure why he's using it here, where he's normally supposed to be on left side. So some sort of communication was said within their call there for that. But then he's able to kind of swoop through. I think it was Justicus and also another player to get that return after Troublemaker used his OD. So I mean, there's a lot to put into perspective. Like you said, it's a team game. It's a lot. It's not just one player can have all the credit in that.
I also in the chat see a lot of Deviants voters. I mean, Deviants also seemed really likely to win this match. I didn't expect Battle Axis to make such a comeback. I don't think
Yeah,
you can make a better comeback than this.
no, for sure. I mean, this is probably one of the hardest comebacks you can do, especially on Molotov. I mean, we've seen comebacks where it's been like flag after flag after flag or whatnot, but I feel like this is a lot more interesting. This is a map where teams normally play it because they know they're going to be playing on the better side from the get go, and if they're an up around or down around, they're like, okay, we can win on this, and then just play death the whole game or whatnot on the opposite side, and then come back onto the better base and win it. But yeah, I was not expecting this whatsoever. If you were to ask me this morning, I mean, actually, if we talk about who were you expecting to win? Yeah, if you like before this whole game, would you say Battle Axes or Deviants were gonna win?
I mean, I didn't make a prediction, but I would have thought Battle Axis. But I have to say something because I see a message on Discord. But it's actually Deviants who's gonna play on the better side. They're gonna keep the same side as last round. I actually didn't know that. I thought they were gonna switch again. But it will be
Thank,
Battle Axis
thank
again on
you,
the good side.
Horizon. Appreciate
Yes,
that,
thank
dude.
you.
Yeah, commentators talking. Thanks, man. No, joking. Um, I'll give you a love heart for that. There you go.
Uh,
Baka.
so they have to do the same thing again.
Yeah. Wait, who called this tech pause?
Battle Axis.
Good luck to them. So reset has been told by the spectators. So let's see what occurs. Bear in mind, this is the last round. Uh, the last round.
Possibly in the last round.
Possibly, if it's not a tie. Sorry.
Yeah, well, in that case, that changes it a little bit. Even though Deviants lost both rounds, they still have another opportunity, a second chance.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I don't
It's
think
also,
anything's been changed so far, but yeah, go on.
I wasn't really gonna say anything, but yeah, the same combos, same players. We're gonna see, hopefully, an exciting round just like the last one.
Gonna be
Think-
intriguing to see, to say the least. I wonder. Obviously, we're gonna see a lot of heat coming in from Deviants, but I'm intrigued to see how Battle Axes are gonna pursue that.
Mhm. Battle Axis definitely need to take this OD box here to have a good chance this round. A Viking OD would be really nice for them. Because also in the red base, I think it's easier to control the OD box. Because I think the spawns are closer to the center than when you play in the blue base.
Yeah, true. Well, I said yeah, true. I wasn't listening. So what? Well, I was
Uh,
sorting something out.
I think the spawns on the red base are closer towards the center than the spawns on the blue base.
Yeah, spawns with blue base are more like flag orientated, aren't they? But I mean, spawns in red base are kind of tedious because you can have like a platform spawn as well, where you can't really get to the mid at whatsoever. But let's see.
We see the OD box dropping right now, and like I said, Rick's really nice spawn from him. This probably would be an easy take for him. He gets a lot of damage, and he doesn't take
Ooh,
it actually. And also Jonas,
but
already on the flag of Battle Axis, is pulling this flag towards center. He is actually taking the OD box. He's pulling a flag and
yeah,
taking the OD, and he's also capturing by himself. That's
yeah,
the definition of
just
a solo cap.
for real. They gotta watch out for Troublemaker. Jonah's going back for Troublemaker though, dealing damage to him. Gonna be making him no repair. His no repair already does get taken out by Orchestra there, and we are gonna be seeing Ship and Krishna going on the back alley area. Ship does get taken out just because only 1 HP here. And it's kind of devastating to see that capture being done so early, but it looks like Jonas isn't ready to go off just yet. It looks like he tried to use his OD, but Ship just catches him off guard there, gets a critical shot on him, which will kill him. But yeah, we're seeing Battle Axes kind of play very aggressive now after that first capture.
Hmm. Yeah, because they also need to get on themselves now. Ship responded really fast to the to Jonas, who just took the flag. He almost shot instantly and killed him. I wouldn't expect him to make the kill there, and Jonas probably thought the same there. Krishna only stunned one player here with his overdrive, but nonetheless, it's pretty effective. He took out a couple players there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we do have Sogni Cavagna here, middle, with an overdrive. He doesn't have any drops whatsoever, so it's going to be hard, but Troublemaker manages to take it, so this is good on their behalf. They got Ship, who has that top control, along with Krishna here. Can't remember if Krishna was playing Striker the whole time or Rico, to be honest.
I
Pretty sure it
think
was Striker. I'm pretty sure it was Striker from remembering now.
I think it was Striker as well. It was Deviants who used Rico Hunter last round. They all kept the same combinations actually.
Yeah,
I think you were talking about the fifth round, the first round in
yeah,
Molotov.
yeah, maybe. But honestly, I can't remember. When you go into like more than 6 rounds, you kind of lose track of time.
My memory is also not that good. I remember what they exactly. I only remember from last rounds, but I think he did play striker. I'm pretty sure. He is
Yeah,
also
yeah.
pulling the first flag for Battle X, but I don't think he will go really far since there's two players in the base of Deviants.
Rex will be getting that return as well. Troublemaker and Ship here. Trying to take that top control there. Looking like they really want to make that platform theirs. Troublemaker will be using his overdrive, taking out 2 players, pulling the flag. Sokni Cavagna using middle. Troublemaker's going to be able to pull this flag. But Jonas comes back and uses his Crusader. Oh, Ship's OD doesn't quite connect onto Rex. Juska does land his OD down, and it's going to be left for him to pick up. Rex already has his overdrive. Looks like Orchestra trying to pull that flag, but does get taken out by ESL.
Yeah, Battle Axis is really trying to get a capture, but at the same time, they still need to focus on defense because Deviants isn't slowing down. They also getting their probably their second capture here with Jonas. Jonas is pulling all the flags for Deviants here, but he got assisted by a lot of players here, as well as the OD from the Eris. Rick's pulling again. He also got Jonas there, and looks like this will be 3-0 already. after 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Battle Axes team. I mean, gosh, I don't even know. It's not looking too great, but there's still 5 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock here. It's nice OD coming in from Orchestra. Doesn't stun Sokni Cavagna, but does get believe it was, I can't even remember. I think a troublemaker it was.
I actually
But
don't know.
anyway.
I'm sorry, but
No, no, it was troublemaker, yeah. But
uh,
he doesn't actually pull the flag that far. But on the opposite side, we do see ESL using his OD, but Trop Killer's going to be taking him out there. And who is this? It's Jonas pulling this flag, Orchestra right behind him. And this might actually be the fourth flag. Looks on like on the left side, Troublemaker and Krishna trying to back it up and get that return. But Trop Killer's right behind him. Troublemakers does take him out, or Sokni Cavagna does. But flag is still intact by Trop Killers. He does drop it. Ship is there. Jonas uses, doesn't connect. Krishna pulling the flag. Krishna no repair currently. Flag does get killed. It has to be returned, and Trop Killers is the man to do that. And will they be able to get this captured? No, ESL once again. Going to be saving it last minute. Although it is still 3-0. There's 4 minutes on the clock. And yeah, Battle Axes are down bad.
yeah, indeed. ESL returned that flag, but I don't think that will help them win this round. I don't even think 3 flags in such a short time it's possible against a team like Deviants. I think even teams like Team P or Diamonds are not pulling 3 flags in 4 minutes against Deviants. Because they're also gonna play full defense.
Yeah, you can't just play full attack, full defense at the same time. Um, I don't. There's not enough people in the game, right? If someone's pulling your flag and you're pulling their flag, obviously you're going to prioritize on your own flag. So, um, it's gonna be tough. I feel like Battle Axes at this point, their mentality has to be, look, we've got nothing to lose at this point. We're 3 flags down. We've got 3 minutes. It's the end of the world, honestly. We've got Sokni Cavagna with his overdrive, and I think that's about it. To be honest with you, yeah. And
Especially with
Rex, oh, Rex.
OD from Rex. He didn't take out a single player, but he took the OD again. Like, well, it wasn't. Yeah, didn't have any other choice than to use and take there. You can't just leave it for the team of Battle Axes. Orchestra yet again with another pull. Is on low HP, but got a lot of help with him. Jonas flips while trying to take the flag, just because with a wasted overdrive, because he was trying to use it for Jonas, but he flipped himself, so he had to improvise there a little bit. They're still pulling nonetheless because of his overdrive. That was really nice by him.
And Rex gonna be unleashing the beast once again on that Viking OD. Sokni Cavagna does have his Eros ID. He will be using it. Rex can't stop that, that's for sure. But Orchestra takes a step back, and that will be the fourth flag. And I feel like we can call it GG's here and there.
Yeah, it's a really nice performance by Deviants, and even though they lost the last 2 rounds, they came back this round with another win to secure this win for the match. Troublemaker uses his overdrive trying to get at least one capture, but he got taken out by the Crusader of Deviants, who used a really nice overdrive, but probably the team of Battle Axes has given up here. I see a few players stop moving.
Yeah, exactly. So it's over, guys. Congratulations. 2 Deviants are making it into the top 4 stage. And they will be going up against Frenzy. So it's going to be Diamonds versus Anti-System and Frenzy versus Deviants. And that is going to be a world of a couple matches. I feel like first one should be fairly easy for Diamonds. But Deviants versus Frenzy is going to be I don't even know what to expect. That's going to be another close game, so it's going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. But with that being said, guys, that's it from us. Unless you have something else to point out.
I actually do want to point something out. It was Battle Axis who chose this map despite them playing on the bad base in penalty. And I mean, they probably did more research than I did because I thought they were going to play on the good base in penalty, but they didn't. But despite that, they chose to play Molotov as the third map instead of Sandal. And I think that's a really interesting choice because playing on the bad base here in penalty is what made them lose here. So I think that
Yeah,
that's really surprising. I think if they played Sandal, maybe they don't like the map that they prefer to play Molotov, but it didn't work out for them here.
yeah. Well, until next year, or until the next 6 months, hopefully we can see this happen again for them. Well, not lose, but win.
Yeah, hopefully Battle Axis will be coming back and then for the next tournaments. They're a really good team. I hope to see more from them.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for watching, and see you guys in the next one.